guys, and welcome to this week's episode of The Tara Show. Last week we talked all about the AAA games, the difference between a casual and a hardcore gamer, and how the AAA games are kind of overshadowing those smaller, awesome games. This is what you guys had to say. Patrick Jarasho9, whose name I just butchered, said, "Consoles are just pure casual gamers. When you look at the PC market, those AAA games like COD and AC fall down the list very quickly and get replaced by whatever is on sale and the 2 to 3 hot titles everyone is hyped about. But the majority of people I've met have richer gaming tastes and don't pick up games like COD or AC or even Far Cry. Without consoles, publishers would quit doing those way over-marketed piles of crap and focus on real games. Don't believe me? Check out Star Citizen and Project Cars, or even the beginnings of Minecraft. Games with no marketing that are/will be the biggest games so far. With consoles, you will always have casual gamers, those that are simply not educated enough to know what else is out there and how much they can get for their money." I feel like some of the points that you stated were pretty correct, but others were kind of just harsh. I feel like a casual gamer doesn't necessarily only play on consoles, and a hardcore gamer definitely plays consoles as well. I've played on all platforms since I can remember, and the fact that I play on consoles for certain things does not make me a casual gamer. Also, I feel like this is just a little bit too generalized. Another point I'd like to make about the use of Assassin's Creed as a casual game is something great that Moss pointed out in his comment. I don't really think AC should be categorized as a casual game or something that regular gamers play. Sorry Tara, but with all respect, I think that's bullshit. AC changes up every year with the exception of AC Rogue being too similar to AC4, but Rogue wasn't being developed by Ubisoft Montreal. They create a new, big, interesting, and open world every game, which I think is pretty great, and with Unity coming out, there are so many new features. Co-op. Not to mention, it's a whole new engine again, which takes a lot of time. You'll see Call of Duty and FIFA players just playing the same game all the time. You'll never see AC fans playing AC all year because they're not regular gamers. We play other games. Yes, this is obviously coming from some sort of AC fanboy, as you can tell from my picture, and I guarantee I get more people disagreeing with me than agreeing with me, but all I can say is sorry for having an opinion. I don't know why he targeted me with that, because I agree with him. I love Assassin's Creed, and as I've said, it's one of my favorite franchises. I do believe that Ubisoft is crazy for making a whole new game every single year on the dot right around my birthday, and it's so different, and it's open world, and there's new features every single time. It has nothing to do with Call of Duty. At all. And lastly, Antimata said, "A casual is a person that buys less than 4 games a year and plays less than 3 hours a day, and likes Call of Duty." I feel like the ones who only like Call of Duty or only play League of Legends or only get into games because of their friends and don't really play that much alone is someone who's casual. Not necessarily someone who just doesn't have enough time to play more than 3 hours a day, or, you know, doesn't buy that many games because maybe they're poor or they just really like 1 or 2 different games a lot. I feel like if you spend 100% of your time playing StarCraft or something like that that's really competitive, and then you have other few games on the sides and it only adds up to 4 games a year, that doesn't make you a casual. And playing 3 hours a day is actually still kind of a lot considering, you know, normal jobs and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people use the term casual too often. A lot of people are generalizing it, and it just seems like it's kind of unfair to call someone that in a derogatory manner. So yeah, we should be more lax on who and what we call casual. Alright, let's jump into this week's topic, which is going to be Nintendo and their Wii U. Last week they announced that they sold 610,000 copies in the period between July and September, which is, guess what, double last year. I've talked about Nintendo games in the past, and I wanted to show some support for them and their boss, Satoru Iwata. He got back from the hospital last week after having a tumor removed. But no worries now, he's fine, thank God. I grew up playing Nintendo games, and Nintendo is the company that made me the gamer that I am today. So of course I'm gonna have a soft spot in my heart for them, always. No matter how much they sell out, or just copy the same old titles, or have games for children, whatever the fuck you wanna say about them. Fuck yeah, go Nintendo. It's because of Nintendo that I fell in love with gaming, and that's why I got the Mario tattoo on my foot, to remind me of my gaming origins as I move on to bigger, new next-gen games. And that's why I'm going to list for you a bunch of games on the Wii U that I think are worth your money and what make Wii U worth buying. The first one I want to mention is Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. Shin Megami Tensei is one of my favorite freaking franchises ever. Nocturne was freaking amazing, and I cannot wait for this game to come out. You have to check it out. And of course there's Bayonetta 2, which is sexy and confident women just taking over gaming, and it's just awesome and cool and badass, and everything about it is amazing. And if you haven't played the first one or the second one, you need to, like, right now. And then of course there are the classics like The Legend of Zelda, that's not out yet but is coming out pretty soon, and you can't miss that, right? Other classics include Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U that's coming out soon, Yoshi's Woolly World that's coming out soon, they're making a new Star Fox, and then there's Mario Maker that's not out yet where you can create your own levels, which seems pretty awesome.
Hello, here we go! Woo! I'm tired. It's me, Mario. Let's go.
Mario Party 10 will be coming out soon. And then there are other classic franchises that are already out that you can buy right now, like Super Mario 3D World, New Super Mario U and Luigi U. Hyrule Warriors is kind of a classic, right? Mario Kart 8. And then there are games like Pikmin 3 and the new Kirby that's coming out soon. I feel like there really are plenty of reasons to buy the Wii U, especially if you really love cute games or you grew up as a gamer when you were younger and you love all of these old franchises and the new things that they're doing to them. Plus, there are a lot of games that are also made for the Wii U that can be on the Xbox and PlayStation, so if you have a Wii U, you can also buy those games for that too. Alright, so now it's your turn. Let me know down in the comments if you think it's worth the €260 or $300 it takes to buy the Wii U. Do you think these games make up for the fact that it isn't really the best in terms of, hardware capacity? What do you think is the reason Nintendo has doubled its sales in the last year? And do you really still love Nintendo like I do? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you post your comment down there because I want to feature it in next week's show. Bye guys! Woo, Nintendo!